Well, I've jumped in the car and made my way down to Tallowa Dam for another crack at the bass on the Kangaroo River. And we've got the Tallowa Dam just around the corner here at the back. It's a little bit of a breeze up. So what I've got to do, it's like a Saturday afternoon and it's 4 o'clock, so I'm going to scoot up the river, try and get a camp really quick, set up basic camp, and hopefully get a couple of hours in fishing before dark, maybe some on dark. And then obviously tomorrow morning when I wake up, I'll be straight out on the water super early, and I'm going to fish all day tomorrow. Put a couple of my favourite little lures on, which are the Jackal Chubby Deep, and I'll try a few other things. I've got some surface lures as well, so I can get onto some bass, which will be the first time this season. I've just got to rig up one more line, and then I'm all set and loaded to the hilt, which is always the way when you've got to bring enough stuff to camp with: tents, beds, pillows and all the rest, plus some food and some water, and yeah, in action. I've been itching to get down here, and so here we are. I'll put a surface lure on this guy, and I've got the 2 deep divers on the other ones. Okay, we'll go the standard kind of cicada imitation. Not that I can hear any. The weather's a little overcast. Hopefully fish, don't worry about it. Alright, time to go. Time to get into it. I've got a nice cold pie here, which I'll have for later. It was a really kind of rushed trip, and it was that rush that I've forgotten the battery for the Garmin sounder, which is very disappointing to me. I was very keen to be able to check that, all the bottom structure, but it's not going to be. Alright, car keys. They're the one thing you don't want to misplace or lose. Definitely can't afford that. Alright, let's get to it. I'll get out of this breeze, which is not ideal. Even though I'm just travelling up towards the camping site, I might just troll a lure along. So I've got them here. I'm only going to be travelling at a fairly slow pace. You can hear that wind's a little bit up. And I'll just troll along this far bank. But without the sounder, it feels like I've got no eyes. Yeah, seriously, today I was working this morning. I didn't really have any gear organised at all. Obviously the kayak and fishing gear is always pretty good to go. And I just thought, let's go. So, as I said, it's now 4:10 in the afternoon. I quickly scrambled all my gear together, including the camping gear. Very basic, obviously. Small tent, pillow, like air, one that we blow up, air mattress, sleeping bag. Got my little cooler that's behind the seat here, and just put some food, just enough for tonight and tomorrow, and enough water, of course, and all the fishing gear. So absolutely paradise down here, and hopefully I can get onto a few other nice rivers and creeks for some more bass. But I really like this down here. It's sort of like coming home. Probably the biggest bonus is no power boats. So this whole area, this whole system is paddle craft only. And that means, you know, for a kayaker, a kayak fisherman, you don't have any worries with, you know, any accidents from people on jet skis or power boats whipping past. And that's why it's so peaceful. And you get this beautiful surroundings, and it's just like time out. And I come down here to Kangaroo Valley, especially here in this Tallowa Dam area. I always bring this, especially on this trip. I'm solo, there's no one with me. So I use one of these Zoleo GPS devices. So it's switched on, lasts for 200 hours on a full charge, and has a SOS feature. So if I got into any kind of problem, it's fully waterproof. If I capsize or something happened to me, injured, I can just press the SOS and that'll send my GPS location to emergency services as well as my family. It also enables me to use SMS. So I can't actually make phone calls, but I can call them via text basically and tell them where I am. I can also send my family my GPS coordinates and mark, and just let them know that I'm safe, especially when I'm on these solo trips. So yeah, it's a good little device. There are a few others on the market, of course. I think the Garmin InReach, and there's a few others like that. But this does the job for me, and like I said, it's only when I'm really in remote locations where there's no cell service that I can, you know, switch it on. Under the subscription plan I'm on, I think it costs about $32 a month. And you have a limited number of texts that you can use. So it is pretty handy, and it keeps your family, you know, happy. Alright, there's a little bass. Yeah, he's coming out of like a rock face there. Just a little guy. Bit of bass, all the same, jackal chubby. He's even hooked through the top of there. Oh no, he's through the lip. Just a small, maybe 15 centimetre version. Alright, let's see if I can get him off without getting the gill rakers. Okay, that came straight out, nice and easy. Okay, put a bit of a thumb grip. Saves you getting all beaten up. First bass of the trip, tiny. Again on the jackal chubby deep, just on a nice big rock boulder. It's just over behind me here. So I'll have another flick and we'll get this guy back in the water. I'll just push on now, put this guy back in the troll. Don't need to drag set too heavy when you're trolling. Generally we'll be able to, you know, adjust that once you hook up on a fish, but if you do hit something on the bottom like a piece of timber and it snags up, generally you can free it a lot easier when it's only lightly hooked into the snag. If you've got a tight drag, you'll find that the trebles dig quite deeply into it, and then sometimes it's a whole lot harder to retrieve it. Alright, in the background over here is the place I'm going to set up camp for tonight. It's only, well, it's, you know, 5:15, so I've got a few hours of light left. It's always nice to get in and get settled, so I'll do that now in case there's, you know, anything like a change in the weather, something like that. Looks like I can just push the kayak right up into the shore there, which is perfect. I won't have to unpack everything. Just going to get all the basics out, camping gear in the tent, set that up, and then I'll be back on the water. Alright, there's a bit of weed here, so I'll catch back up here in a minute and I get ashore. Here's my little setup for the night. Very simple. As I said, it's one of the Durston 2P tents. So I'll just close this little flap down now. Now I'm going to get back out on the kayak. See if I can get a few more bass. Okay, so I'm all set up. There's my little tent up on the hill. Got a beautiful spot here right on the water's edge. I believe this place is called Sawyers. So I've got my kayak pulled up right there, which is going to be easy overnight. And then back in the morning, I'll be back out on that water there, first thing. Yeehaw. All right, that was a quick change. And I'm back in the water. Oh, I've got a bite of the cold pie here. Okay, to my left here I've got Bundanoon Creek. So I'm right out here on the point where I'm camping. I'm going to quickly scoot up to another area where I can get onto some nicer bass as it gets a bit towards twilight. Yeah, let's go. She might be even nice inside this Bundanoon Creek out of this wind. Got a little bit of time, an hour and a half really before sunset, but I will fish into the dark a little bit before I head back to camp. Fish on here. Drag this fish. Okay, done. Again, this is just got a little bit of weight behind it, that's for sure. Haven't seen it. It is up high. Could be carp. Or just a nice thumping. Oh, that's feeling carp. Yeah. Roots. Okay, as much as it's fun to catch these kind of fish, it's really, again, it's not my target species down here. Actually, not a big fan of the carp, although they're prize fish in certain countries. Unfortunately in Australia here, they were introduced to, well, we actually have a lot of them and they're a pest. There's a carp, but yeah, not here for him. It's a bass. Yeah. Good stuff. Yeah, a little bit bigger than the last one earlier. Yeah, good stuff. Here it comes. Net or no net? These are the questions. I think I'll do the net. Last time I didn't have a net. Okay. Alright, little bassie. Not a big guy, again, but a little bit bigger than the previous one. Let's see if I can get him out of here without too much drama. And there we go. So just that little bit bigger size now. Put a bit of light on him. A little bit of light. And he's just a little bit bigger. Again, he's not anything to write home about, but that's what we're here for. 29 centimetre. Whoop. So there he is, nice healthy little guy. Again, just on that little jackal chubby. He's in the net, won't be able to get him out for a minute. Pop this guy back in. There we go, on the surface. You little guy. Alright. Good stuff. I'll just lift him up this one. He's not going to break the bank. Very light, 1 to 3 kilo stick. And just hit that little cicada. Yeah, you just hit that little cicada on the surface. What a beauty. Cute little thing. Alright, just pop it off. Okay, so another little tiny guy. 20, maybe 20 something. 25. Again, always good fun when you catch them on the surface. It's getting to that time of night now. Well, it's not night, but it's must be close to sunset. So, yeah, these guys hopefully are out on the hunt. So I might just switch over and get a little bit more surface action. All right, back in we go. Wow, that doesn't do wonders for your night eyes. Oh! That feels like a better fish. That was almost scripted. I just turned that light on. Wow. Oh yeah, that's feeling good. I'm going to get out a bit for this guy. Could be a bit bigger fish. Oh. And take the drag back a little bit. Wow, that's exciting. Night time. Yeah, nice bass. Yeah, he's a beauty. He's the best of the day so far. Just on night. Okay. I'll turn this light off. Just let the video light do the job. Oh, he's a nice fish. Yeah, baby. Bit of patience. I mean, there's no one out here, it's just me. Someone might think I'm a little bit crazy, but that is a great quality bass. I'm pretty stoked about that. Whoa, she's a good fish. Have a look. Yeah, This is why we like the dusk fishing for the bass, especially on the surface. You can see that lovely cicada imitation there. He's just come up and smacked it. Look at that. Woo, baby! That's so good. Classic. Yeah, he's probably, I don't know, 30, I'd be dared to say. Now I'm going to get the trebs out and I'll get back to you in a minute. Oh, it's still going to come out. Very lightly hooked. Oh, there he goes. Oh, awesome. Out you go. Okay. It's great that you can thumb grip the bass. Yes, they do have some great gill rakers and I've been smoked by them before. Look at that. Yeah, we've hit the over 40. Well, 41. Yeah, it's off the scale there at the end by about a centimetre. 41 centimetre. Beautiful bass. Surface strike on the cicada. Down here, Kangaroo Valley, Tallowa Dam. Check it out. Pretty wrapped about that, boys. Whoop, I know, you want to get back in, right? Okay, I'll get a quick photo and I'll send him on his way. Yeah, sensational. And that's why you come down here. Let me get that light off. So I come down here to Kangaroo Valley. Just a beautiful, peaceful. Oh, look what's starting to chime up. That's the cicadas. Wow, they waited till right on dark. So I'm going to have a couple more flicks. I'm going to turn off that light because that was pretty scripted. I flicked it on and bam, caught up that 41 centimetre bass. Pretty happy about that guy. All right, I'll get back in this. Okay, well I'm heading back to camp. I've been out night fishing and I caught that really nice 41 centimetre bass plus a few other smaller ones. Plenty of fish like cracking the surface lures, but they just couldn't find the hooks. So yeah, it's time for me to head in. It's about 8:30 at night and I'm still out here. Crazy. Anyway, I had a great arvo night. I'm going to get back to camp and then I'm going to get some food, maybe a coffee, get into bed and start really early tomorrow morning. So I'll see you then. All right, back home. Okay, I'm just back to camp. I'm just going to now have a little coffee. Old jet oil. Really liking these little fellas. The drip coffee bags by Grounded Drops. Yeah, just order them online. Perfect for camping because they're all sealed. You can't really get them wet. And they're actually good quality coffee. Basically open the little bag like this and flip it over. It basically drips. You got to pour the hot water into the coffee bag here and it just filters it through. Pretty cool. Yeah. Now I'll let that water boil. Have a cup of coffee. Alright, so I'm just sitting by the tent. I can't say I'm sitting by the campfire because I actually haven't lit one tonight. Got back from fishing about 8:30, 8:45 after having just a couple of hours as I came up the river from Tallowa. And yeah, caught a few bass on the different type of lures. Hard bodies, I was mainly just using the Jackal Chubby Deep. Managed to catch a few fish on those nothing too big. The biggest was probably around 30 centimetre. And then as we got closer to dusk, actually right on dusk, I started to land a few on the surface using kind of like the cicada type imitation lures, and managed to, score a really nice strike. It was pretty dark. I just happened to turn the video light on, and boom, hit like it was a scripted capture, and that fish ended up going 41 centimetres. So yeah, good little couple of hours on the river here, and I'm going to probably head to bed shortly, and then I can get up before first light, maybe have a quick coffee, and I'll be straight back out on the water, see whether I can get a little bit more surface action. This was the actual lure that took down the big 41 tonight. There were so many other fish that were striking on the surface, but they just kept missing the hooks, even if I had let the lure sit there a little bit longer, just give it a little bloop bloop. And the fish were whacking it, but couldn't quite find the trebles. So that's one of the Shimano Zodius rods. It's a 7-foot stick, 2 to 4 kilo. They're a little bit heavier, but I really like their action. That actually caught that nice big bass tonight. Same reel, the Vanford, Shimano Vanford 2500, and similar 6 pound or 3 kilo braid. I think it's a J braid on that one. And again, I've come down to that 8 pound fluorocarbon leader. So again, another nice stick. The 7-foot helps with the cast, especially when they're a bit longer. And it's just got a little bit more strength, this guy, to fight some of the bigger fish. So that's the second rod. What are we at? 9:45. I'm going to be up at the old sparrow fart, so I'm going to get back into bed, and I'll be up really early, and hopefully tomorrow you get smashed into another few nice bass. So I'll see you then. Well, morning everyone. It's just ticked 4 a.m. and I'm going to get up now and start getting ready, get the kayak ready, probably have a nice hot coffee. Interesting little sleep, lots of wildlife crawling around outside, bigger things and smaller things, so didn't really have a really great sleep, but keen as mustard to get out and get onto some more bass this morning. So I'll get myself sorted and I'll see you again shortly. Okay, that makes sense to what was crawling around last night. Super early morning, 2-minute noodles before I head out on the water. Been down here to Kangaroo Valley quite a lot of times. Got to tell you, this is one of the mildest kind of morning nights I've been down here. I think the forecast today is tipped to be in the 30s, so should be a nice day. Righto, I've just put in and I've had a nice brekkie, got a coffee next to me here, and I'm going to now head out in the dark and get over to where I want to fish. As soon as that sort of pre-light or first light kind of comes up, hopefully I'll be onto some bass. So I look forward to it. Okay, so I'm back up in a spot where I was fishing last night. I've just got the surface lures on. Got a jackal surface lure. Not sure what it's name is, but yeah, it's a Jackal brand. Okay, finally. First bass of the morning. Oh, and he's dropped it. Wow. Okay. Yeah, he just come off the hooks. Alright. Yeah, so I've just crossed over to the other side of the river. See if there's any more action on this side. Oh. First cast. Yeah, they're all been hanging out over this side. Ooh. Feels pretty good. Got a bit of weight in it. Yeah, nice bass. You beauty. Up a good fight, this guy. He doesn't want to come in. Yeah, nice fish. Yes. Okay, they didn't tell me the fish were all on this side of the creek. I didn't get the invite. Here's a nice one. Good stuff. Be careful. More so with the trebles. Okay, this guy's a nice little chunky fella. Look at that for the morning. Yeah, he's probably good 35 centimetre. He's got that jackal chubby hanging out there. Nice fish. Okay, there's a little chubby. It's been a little gem on this trip. Stocky little guy. Yeah, very plump. Been eating lots. It is funny, like just crossed the river and just had a bit of a speculator cast straight in and came up on this fish straight up, which is pretty cool. Put him on the measure. Yeah, not too bad, eh? 37 centimetre. Really nice fish. Hopefully I can catch a few more. And he blows. Alright, he needs to get back in the water. Wow. That was straight on. Oh, got me good. Oh, you just took that cicada. Wow. It's interesting. Must have kind of got me on something on the bottom. Damn. Yeah, he's definitely smashed the leader. All shredded. Too slow, Mick. Oh, blimey, Charlie's fish too. Smoked. I need to probably upgrade the leader. I don't know if it's something wrong with it. It's got smoked again. Brand new lure. What's wrong with this? Wow. Damn. As that cloud starts to burn off, tipping it's going to get pretty warm. Beautiful morning, absolute stunner. So I'm just sort of switching between surface sort of cicada style lures and a jackal chubby, just back and forth. Whoa, fish on. Gosh. I'm thinking, probably a carp by the way that hit. There he is, big blubber lips. not far from home port now, at Tallowa Dam launch area. Had a great overnighter, a couple of nice bass, not huge numbers, but yeah, that one last night was pretty special, especially captured on camera. So yeah, I've got a little bit of packing up to do, and then I'll be back in the car, back to Sydney. I'm glad I could get down, because I know the next 6 weeks or so, right up till Christmas, pretty much got events and work things on every weekend, so it was a perfect opportunity just to do it this time. The solo version is actually really like a therapy session. Just really awesome time out, so if you don't mind being on your own, you can handle it. Last night I was snuggled up and could hear all these noises outside the tent. I'm like, oh my gosh. So I was armed, had my big knife, I was ready to go. But I got up early this morning, 4:30 or something, whatever it was. And when I ducked my head outside the tent, there was these small little, weren't kangaroos. So I'm going to have to look up what they were, but they were bouncing around, and then they went into one of their little dens in an old tree. So that's all it was, probably about the size of a cat or a possum, but it wasn't a possum. I've got some video, so I'll suss out what it is.